I sit beside the fire and think of all that I have seen, of meadow flowers and butterflies in summers that have been, of yellow leaves in gossamer in autumns that they wear, with morning mist and silver sun and wind upon my hair. I sit beside the fire and think of how the world will be when winter comes without a spring that I shall ever see. For still there are so many things that I have never seen. In every wood, in every spring, there is a different green. I sit beside the fire and think of people long ago, and people who will see a world that I shall never know. And all the while I sit and think of times that were before, I listen for returning feet and voices at the door.
Fire. Fire is an amazing element. Jonny tonight, around the fires, burning my old pizza boxes. I like a bit of fire. And as the flames rise and the smoke burns, it's getting pretty smoky. It's going to be a big fire. For hundreds and thousands of years, people have used fire to gather round, to tell stories. Fire has been a major resource to most people. Most human beings have needed fire to survive. Now this is just a metal fire pit, but Jonny knows how to make a fire, a proper fire. Fire has been used to execute people in pagan rituals like the Wicker Man. Birth and rebirth, death and rebirth, like the phoenix. I like a bit of fire. When I was a kid, I always used to make campfires with my mates, like in the woods. Little campfires. We almost caught a tree on fire once. That wasn't very fun. We had to put it out, chuck loads of river water on it. It's when you get to the maximum glow like that, when it just boosts up, and you feel the heat going all around you. It's a brilliant experience. The ancient Greeks used fire. They used to they used to make like flammable liquids. And flamethrowers even. Some of them use magnifying glasses to get the sun to set things on fire. They had some crazy inventions back then. And when me and Bjorn goes out, of course, we always has a little fire. If we ever go camping in our films, I'll show you that one as well. I find it relaxing. It chills you out. Very nice on a summer's night. Back in Manchester when I was growing up, on bonfire night, firework night, everybody would just get their old furniture and rubbish and old wood from their garden, pile it all out on like the village greens, like outside their houses, and just make a massive bonfire. Sometimes you had to climb up them with ladders to put things on the top. Fucking huge they were. It's amazing. I guess no other country gets that, like Guy Fawkes night, a firework night. There's a certain divine power about it, ain't there, fire? It can take things away from you, but it's also really good for the land. Like, it gives birth to new plants and makes the land better. It's an element. Some people see it as a god, back in the old days. Although it should always be respected. Never play with fire if it's not manageable, or if you ain't safe with it. It can be very dangerous. That's a warning to you all. Don't ever mess around with fire. Yeah, in Britain people love their fires over here in Britain and England, especially on bonfire night. It's a chance to get rid of burn old shit, but you can also make a massive fire as well. It's like a pagan thing really, going back to our Celtic roots. They say it's to do with Guy Fawkes, but I think it's deeper than that really. Mankind have always worshipped flame in some form or another. What's this one? Weetabix. It's a Weetabix box. Watch it go up now. Watch it go up now. That'll make it go. You gotta have your Weetabix. You gotta have your Weetabix if you wanna say stay strong like Jonny. You gotta eat your Weetabix. You gotta eat your Weetabix if you wanna stay strong like me. Johnny's always been good at making fires. I used to do it when I was a little kid. I used to do it with a magnifying glass sometimes when it was really hot. The other kids used to think it was amazing. What's going in the fire next? We got apple pies. You can't see them properly. There they are. Apple pies. 6 of them. I love an apple pie. Next up in the fire, we got a microwave chicken curry. Next, an old microwave chicken curry box. That was quite nice, that one, if I do recall. Oh, and here we got some pork barbecue burnt ends. They're bloody brilliant, they are. And of course, the classic pepperoni pizza. You can't see any of this properly, I doubt. This is a 2-pack. You get 2 of them in a box. Pepperoni pizzas. Jonny likes pepperoni. Next up in the fire, we got 4 breaded white fish fillets, like cod fillets basically, but the cheap version. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that roar. The fire like that one, it gives like a gas hiss. Spicy Italian pizza. Nice one there as well. Salami, buffalo, mozzarella. You ever watched the film The Wicker Man? It's really good. You'd like it. It's actually based on a real sort of thing. Like the pagans back in Britain, back in the day, used to sacrifice people and animals in this big wooden man that they build. And they'd set it on fire for the summer solstice. And the Wicker Man is about that. I won't give too much away. Set in like the 70s in England, Scotland. A little island off of Scotland called Summer Isle. It's got Christopher Lee in it and Edward Woodward. Brilliant film. One of Jonny's favourites. I don't like the modern one though, the remake. That was a bit naff. Bit brown paper. Brown paper burns pretty well. Next in the fire, some sweet and sour chicken. That was really nice as well. Microwave sweet and sour chicken. Slowly getting through it all. Tetley tea bags. They're nice ones. Shreddies, a good cereal, good breakfast cereal, Shreddy. I've got lots of bog rolls that I gathered as well. Toilet rolls. Cardboard toilet rolls. I was going to make something out of them to attack Bjorn with, but I changed my mind. There's an egg carton. They're good for firewood. And a bit of kitchen towel. Paper towel. It's a good way to get rid of evidence as well. Fire cleanses. dropped a bit out of the fire like a mong. And here we got my shoebox for my boots. That's got quite a lot of cardboard inside it as well. Tatty tea boxes always go up well. Yeah, fire is a very sacred thing to a lot of cultures. It dances, you can read it. There's people that look into it and tell stories. It can also be a destroyer of worlds. So many people have died in fires, and animals, and forest fires and things like that. That's why I said you should never mess with fire, because you can start accidental fires and end up hurting things and people that you don't mean to. Got a few more bog rolls to burn. All of it in an old Sports Direct bag, look. So yeah, whenever I have a fire in future, no matter where I am, I'll try and make a little video and have a little fireside talk with you. Fire talk with Jonny. Fire's an interesting thing, ain't it? It glows, look at it. Look at the embers. It's got a certain beauty about it, ain't it? Please be safe around fires. And if you are going to make one, be responsible. Be ready to put it out if you need to. But it can be a great way to connect with nature. And feel a little bit at one with the earth. And fire should always be respected. Never forget that. Thank you for watching Fire Talk with Jonny Scab. And I'll try and make more in future. Take care, folks.
I sit beside the fire and think of all that I have seen, of meadow flowers and butterflies in summers that have been, of yellow leaves in gossamer in autumns that they wear, with morning mist and silver sun and wind upon my hair. I sit beside the fire and think of how the world will be when winter comes without a spring that I shall ever see. For still there are so many things that I have never seen in In every wood, in every spring, there is a different green. I sit beside the fire and think of people long ago, and people who will see a world that I shall never know. And all the while I sit and think of times that were before. I listen for returning feet and voices at the door.